So here we are with the first major practice assignment for this training, which is redesigning a homepage. The assignment overview tells you a few things that I'm looking for with this assignment. So things like basic design elements, which we've covered in Chapter 1, creating a button with a clickable link, using tables, line breaks, and also correctly embedding YouTube videos. If you click below, there are some examples of some of the better home pages for courses that we've developed this year, just to give you some ideas or things to think about for this project. There's also more step-by-step directions, which says locate practice 1 in your test course and redesign this page. The activity should take about 30 minutes, and there is a rubric that shows you specifically what changes are expected. So let's go ahead and jump over to the test course. Remember that your test course should just have you in it as a designer. It should be first initial, last name, and TC for test course. There's nothing really when you first log into it, so you'll have to click onto modules and then click on, here it is, practice 1. So this is just a very bare bones kind of minimum homepage that I saw for a community college course. And so there's much more that we could add to this in terms of formatting and even working with some of the videos and the pictures to make it function better as a homepage for the course. You know, nothing really stands out the way it is currently. So to get started, you would just click on Edit. And the first basic requirement was that you do work with some of the text, the different tips and tricks that we talked about in terms of formatting, just to make it look better. So I'll go ahead and do that really quick. So you can do things like bold, italic, underline. You can even, experiment with different text colors and formatting if you want. And I'm trying to get a highlight here. There we go. Do another one. And then I might use a bullet list or something right here. Okay, that takes care of the first item for this assignment, which was significant format changes using what we learned in Chapter 1. We want to also make a clickable button somewhere. So you could do a brand new button like we talked about in this chapter. You could do a Get Started button. That would be one good idea for this homepage. Another thing that you could do really quickly is just make these two icons clickable. And so for Canvas Network, I believe that is canvas.net. And I've now created a clickable link to the Canvas Network. Scottsdale Community College. I'm not sure what the website is specifically for that, but that's another option if you wanted to create a button that students could click on to get more information about the college. You could do that. Some of the other things that we wanted to change include tables and line breaks. So let's do a few of those quickly here. So you could do tables in a couple different spots. You could do a materials list in a table. You could do the lessons by week in a table. So there's basically 10 rows. If you wanted to create a table like this, that wouldn't be too hard to do in Canvas. And maybe we'll even get a little bit fancy. I'll make it a striped table because I do like the way that looks. Here it is. And actually I'm going to do a caption as well. And then you can just copy and paste these into the table. Nothing too fancy, don't take more than 20 or 30 minutes. And this is by far the biggest activity in the training because it's covering all the basic formatting options that we went over in the chapter. So then I'm just copying and pasting these lesson titles. And I'll just do a few, I won't do all of them. And then you could even, if you wanted to, try to put that in the middle of the page somewhere. Okay, so then we also wanted a line break somewhere. So I'll just do it right here after the table, because this is almost like a different section of this course homepage. It's talking about using some additional math software that they use at their college. And then the last thing that we want to do is we do want to do a proper embed code for these videos. So what you can do is open these in a new tab. Here's the actual video on YouTube.
In this video, I'd like to...
And what we want to do is click on Share, Embed. Just double check if there's no suggested videos being shown. That's good. And then copy this and paste it back into our new home page. So I'm going to delete that first video. And then remember, to get the new embedded HTML video, we have to switch back to HTML editor. And then paste. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the middle of the page. I'll make it a little bit smaller too, so it doesn't take up too much room. I'm going to do the same for this video.
In this
So again, it's share, embed, copy. Get rid of the old link. And then I will again center it, and I'll try to make them about the same size. Okay, let's click save and see how it turned out. Okay, so I've made some of the information stand out a bit more. I could have used a bigger font size. That may have been good for some of these. I have the table, which I started for the weekly lessons, and now I have proper embedding of videos. And that's it.